and Egypt are signaling a new phase in their diplomatic and economic relations. Kenya's Prime Cabinet Secretary and Foreign Affairs Minister Musalia Mudavadi has held high-level talks with Egypt's Foreign Minister Badr Abdelatty. Now, this is aimed at strengthening trade, investment and coordinating on regional issues, including the Nile Basin cooperation and peace efforts across the continent. But I suppose the question is, what does this renewed engagement mean for East and North Africa and Africa's broader economic integration? Well, joining us now is Dr Lydia Cheruto, who's a lecturer at Zetech University and Muranga University of Technology in Kenya. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me.
I suppose in many respects this could be seen as quite significant, this latest meeting between Kenya and Egypt. Why does it matter, and particularly also beyond the two countries themselves?
Okay, the Nile River framework is very important for Kenya's economic ties between Kenya and Egypt. And of course, we understand that this Nile framework encompasses many countries in Africa, including Burundi, you have DRC Congo, we have Egypt, Ethiopia, Kenya, Rwanda, South Sudan, Tanzania, and Uganda, because they share this common resource, which is the Nile River. So Kenya came together with Egypt to sign this particular framework because of a shared interest. And Kenya looks to cooperate more with Egypt in terms of industrial growth, whereby we expect Kenya's industrial capacity to be boosted, and also energy cooperation. So we look to actually get some energy cooperation in our collaborative energy sector with Egypt. So it is important for Kenya that we have a framework where we can both collaborate on how to use this common resource for the benefit of the two countries, and of course, for the benefit of the other member countries.
Kenya is a gateway to East Africa, many would say. Strategically, what does each country stand to gain with closer ties with each other?
Okay, Kenya is actually going to benefit a lot from its collaboration with Egypt. As you understand that Egypt has done very well in the agricultural sector, and especially using the new methods of irrigation. And Kenya will want to actually foster its food security. And collaborating with Egypt will actually help us improve our food security in our region. And also in the energy sector, we are actually able to see that Egypt has actually be able to harness energy. And Kenya will actually benefit a lot from collaboration with Egypt so that we can be able to improve our energy sector. We also have trade and investment interest between Kenya and Egypt. And that will actually foster, that collaboration will actually foster trade and investment, where we can be able to trade and actually bring in new investment between the two countries.
Trade between many African countries remains relatively low, as we know, and we hear about this African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement framework. Could this fit into this?
We have seen Africa has had a challenge with actually having the regional integration. And we even saw the establishment of the East African communities, which later collapsed and which actually later was resurrected. We've had collaborations even in the larger scale of COMESA and ECOWAS, but we have some problems that are systemic within the African region that makes it quite difficult for the African countries to actually put these collaborations into practice. So by trading and actually trying to bring these countries like Europe, DRC, Burundi, Kenya, Ethiopia, and others together, we are trying to actually still foster a regional integration, because the only way Africa can grow is through regional integration. So we have the resources, but what we lack is the collaboration. So if we can collaborate and actually deal with the challenges that we have as Africa, we are able to actually grow as a country. I know this Nile River framework will go through some challenges, because as countries, we have differing interests. And when you look at the Nile resource, we might have differing interests. And we can also differ on resource management as regions. But if we come together and actually find a common framework where we can design our national policies and our regional policies that in a way that they are harmonious, we can be able to foster regional integration. So this is a step towards strengthening even our regional integration, like the preferential trade agreements and among others.
Dr. Cheruto, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.